Greetings from the command. Our presence on Earth is not new, as you well know. History has been completely altered, especially regarding our presence. It's evident that they have chewed and swallowed hard on distorted, nonsensical, and baseless information, with the common excuse from the elites to you, we need to keep certain things secret for national security reasons. Thus, they dragged on unfounded discourses about the reality of life beyond Earth. Moreover, how has there been a leap in species evolution over the last 200,000 years? Clearly, they know that the missing link is nothing more than our direct intervention in the DNA of the human species on Earth. This will soon be revealed as time dissolves and you transition from a reality based on dates, past, present, and future, into an eternal now. This is something that the non-federated draconian and reptilian elites fear, because time is something they can still manipulate well, distorting many things through it. As you enter unity, thanks to significant increases in your consciousness levels, those who operate in the shadows lose their temporal dominance and the ability to go back and forth in time, modifying and interfering with events. This only happened due to permissions previously granted by the human consciousness level itself, which, grounded in a solid three-dimensionality, delayed and entrenched itself in a pattern of coarse survival, disconnected from the inner divinity and ignorant of the obvious. They are not alone in the universe. Our participation in Earth's entire history is evident if you consider, at the very least, looking at the artifacts and monuments left behind, such as the pyramids, the Moai of Easter Island, Stonehenge in England, the Nazca Lines in the Sechura Desert, in southern Peru. This is the minimum to observe. Anyone with a willingness to see that there is something beyond will find very solid and precise answers about us and our significant influence on the planet, and even more, your own participation, often from your multidimensionality. And about this multidimensionality we wish to deliver a message to Neva soon. While your history books were constructed to keep you prisoners of those who enslaved you, the hierarchies have worked to send divine signs for you to finally free yourselves. This is the time when Earth will return to what it truly is, without oppression and pain. We know there are still many resistant to our messages, but it could not be otherwise, considering they have spent eons in a harsh programming that kept them in a closed and suffocating belief that the universe is a lifeless void. Friends, imagining Earth as the universal center and the only form of intelligent life is very boring. When the moment is activated and our presence can finally be announced, and all observe that during all this time you were never alone, it will be a mix of joy and frustration for the time considered lost, but know that afterward, the joy of reunion with us will soothe all the hurt and anger that might initially seem present with those who kept you ignorant of cosmic reality. They, the elites, continue in their attempts to block your consciousness in its continuous expansion, creating confusion and false statements about what is really happening in the skies. They lie continuously and create narratives to divert your attention from what is truly happening. Do not lose focus on the questions and persistent inquiries. Ask, insist, make your strength and the power of the masses count against oppression. They have nowhere to run except to speak the truth. We have left numerous signs, such as crop circles, which have been our way of maintaining contact with you over the last decades, preparing you for more direct contact. The codes we leave activate in your subconscious a real memory of our existence and our kinship with you. There's an ongoing preparation for our arrival. As we've announced, not even 30% of our total fleet that is heading this way has arrived, and your scientific observers have already seen us traveling at the speed of light towards the solar system. Many of those within the seats of power in the world, who can no longer tolerate so many lies and having to pretend in front of cameras that everything is fine and there's nothing outside Earth, are slowly releasing information because they know it's the only way. There's great pressure behind the scenes for the truth to be revealed as soon as possible to avoid even bigger problems for them, the elites. The power of the people is increasing, as well as their consciousness level, and we will continue to show ourselves. There's a plan for us to show ourselves even more effectively in a central capital of the planet. We won't inform the day or the hour, obviously, but rest assured, you'll know it's us once you see it. The elites have known about our agenda since the mid-80s when our forces activated many of our channels on Earth and we began our more direct transmissions. This agenda indicated exactly what is happening now, and they know what is to come. Why do you think they started building their bunkers decades ago? Why do you think they've created even more chaos in recent decades? Why do you think they've created even more distractions and used the advent of technology to keep you busy and with your heads down? All this to distract you from the obvious. The Galactic Command is present, we cannot oppose them, and the people of Earth will know what we've done, they think, the dominant elites. Friends of Earth, this is a special moment in your expansion, and we continue to request much love in your daily lives. We arrive at a time when celestial alignments will trigger changes on the surface. Not panicking is the key to everything harmonizing more quickly and without physical damage. One cannot deny that your tectonic plates are overloaded and that only good vibrations can contribute to their harmonization. We've already discussed this in our previous message on the subject. We are heading towards your solar system, and as we approach en masse with our largest fleet, with our mothership 6 times the size of Jupiter, it cannot be denied that a huge object is causing certain changes in the magnetic fields of the solar system. We will talk about this in our next message. This is an official message from the Ashtar Command through Neva. Listen to the voice of the Ashtar Command at this moment speaking through one of our bases in South America. Listen to our voice, dear family. Your doorsteps are being evacuated and purified because the Creator has other plans for these environments. Meanwhile, the physical surface of the planet is the next target for major transformations. Yes, as we've said, there are still doubts in the esoteric communities and still those who criticize and mock us as we announce ourselves through our sources. To those who mock and criticize us, we have something to say. Nothing we say to you at this moment will be useful, considering you will choose the superficiality of what you consider existence. Moreover, choosing to remain as manipulated masses by those who have used you for so long is an inalienable right of each free-willed individual. We only wish that the love of the Creator blesses you, bringing you clarity that will be very useful to you at this moment, before it's too late. Adonai.